Hello, 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 hello. 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 Everyone, if you're watching this, I'm just trying to set everything up. I've got a Logi doodah thingy. I've forgotten what it's called now. What is it called? It's a the box is here somewhere. I'll put it somewhere. But basically, it's a Logitech kind of wheel thingy, as you can see here, and then what looks like a mini stream deck. And I'm trying to set this up so that it all works with my stream, so that I can then be over in the build bench, which is over there, and you'll be able to see there, and with all the build that's going on. But I want to try and get this set up so that I can use it for doing my bits, and I'm not sure how we set this up, so we're going to have a go at setting this up. I have no idea. There's a Figma profile, a Zoom profile. I wonder if there's an OBS one. Oh, for the ring. Oh, okay. So if I twiddle the knob, you can see it turns my volume up and down at the bottom, which is kind of cool. What's the up and down one do? Vertical scroll, no idea. If I press that, opens the Windows Explorer, which is kind of cool. But I don't want that. I want the I want this to do. I want it to do. Create a profile. No. Oh, I want this one. Oh, there's a marketplace. Oh, hold on. There's not one here. Plugins for. Is there OBS in here? Nope, there's no OBS. It's all. Oh no, there is. There's an OBS one there. Let's do that one. Someone's already created it, so we'll give that a try. I'm not sure what it's doing. Continue. So now can I application profile? Oh, there's loads in here. Oh, it's a Fusion one. I'll use that when I do Fusion. These must be all my applications. I see. Let's try that one then. Well, I thought I just did that. What was the one I just installed then? So I've just done that. Oh, okay, let's try this then. Let's start with a blank profile. And we got oh right, okay. So this is a bit like Stream Deck. So we've got loads of things in here, but what we want is I suppose we could use the keyboard shortcuts. Well, let me make it bigger. So widgets, no. Easy switch, no. So we've got plugin settings. So it's giving me that, but it's not giving me. It's got AI in it, so I can do ChatGPT. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I want in here. So we want to do this custom one here, and we'll do. We'll add some keyboard shortcut, and I'll do that as a. Do that as a 1. We're not going to call it keyboard shortcut. We're going to call it Start stream, and then we're going to change the and where'd you pick your icon then? Save that. No, I want to pick the icon. So you can rotate it. Get more icons. So we need an icon pack then, don't we? OBS, there you go. Let's install the icon pack there then. Okay, cool. Right, here we go. So we've got let's do that. There we go. Let me change that to red because it's like, you know. Save that. Save that. Oh, it's working. Look, I've got it's upside down, but it's got a cable. Annoyingly, they've got a cable with this, but this bit doesn't. So I might set this up to like go between the streams, so I can put this out on the build bench. It'd be nice if this bit didn't have a cable and this one did, but hey ho, can't have everything, can we? So we do start stream there. We'll put in this one then. We'll do a. So I don't get how we had a widgets. No advanced. No easy switch. No. So we had the OBS stuff that we just pulled in, but I'm just wondering if plugin settings, system, show more. No, it's not that. Nope. This one here. So let's try media. Doesn't actually have any there, does it? Alright, so I want to put in this one, open application, and this one's going to be called stream timer. And what we want to do is it's not actually there, is it? No. So rather than that, we want to open a file, maybe. That might work. And okay. And then if we do we want to, I've forgotten how James said you do this now. Do that. Do we'll cancel that, and at the end of that we'll go stream timer, and we'll call it it's down So if we push that, no. So if we go to here and go there, we don't want the text file, we want the actual program, don't we? So where do we find the actual program? So we go to my stream timer and we get the app settings, and okay, let me just do this a second. You can stay there. You can still hear me, but I'm going to find where this stream timer is. So I think we need to go into in the apparently I can't get permission to the folder that I need to get permission from. So why can't I? Oh, my clouds have disappeared. Oh, that's not good, is it? I need to fix that as well. Are you still there, world? Yeah, seems to be working. Yep, it seems to be working. Stream's working, it's just the clouds have disappeared. So I need to get the no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to get the location of the app. So in the Logitech tool, I want to maybe rather than opening file, I want to open application again. It's called My Stream Timer. There it is. Right, so I'll bring you back on now. There we are. So I'm going to get rid of this one, chuck it away, which I think is delete action, and then we'll do open application. And all it was is the fact that it's called My Stream Timer and I can't spell. There we go, that one there, and that's appeared down there. So if I push it, it opens My Stream Timer, but it doesn't start it. I want it to start it. So I don't know how I do that. So it opens it, and then I need to click start, but I kind of wanted it to start it automatically, but yeah. Alright, well, let's do that for now. Let's do keyboard shortcut, and we'll change this to we'll change that to 0, and then we're going to call that make it a stop, and then we're going to change the text to end stream. There you go. So you've got start, stop, end stream. We'll put this one here, and we're going to make this a, do that as a 2. And what I'm going to obviously have to do is change these later to be in OBS, to set them up in OBS. So I want like a camera or something now to do the bench where we're going to do the building, because it's kind of what we want, really, isn't it? Let's get another icon pack. Let's do those. These are horrible. They're not very good at all, are they? And that'll do. But we're going to change that colour. We'll change that to something like that. There you go. That'll do. And then we're going to change that to main bench. If I could spell main bench. I'll save that. Save that. I've got main bench. And then what do we want this one to be? We've got main bench. We'll do a desktop one. How about that? So it's 2. I'm going to do that as a key combination 3. And we'll edit that. And we're going to do a desktop. These are horribly. I don't like them. Let's see if we can do a hold on, this looks better. No, none of those look any good. I just want like something that looks like a desktop, like a monitor. Is what I want. Oh, there we go. That one will do. Yeah, that'll do. And this can be desktop. Save that. Desktop, and then the last one we want is that one. We want to put a do that as a 4. I'll change that to, this is going to be a secret, isn't it? So I want this to be that won't do. Source visibility off. There you go. So now that's what my little box down here looks like. It's upside down, obviously, when I'm showing you on camera, but it's there. And I've got that set up to do stuff. So now I need to go over to OBS and set up the buttons. So hotkeys. So start streaming is going to be number 1, wasn't it? It's that one. Yeah, it was 1. Stop streaming was 0. So stop streaming will put num 0. And start is 1 as well. Stop recording. So I've done the start and stop recording as 1 and 0. Switch to desktop, and what do we have as that? That was 3, wasn't it? So we do switch to that as 3, and main bench was 2. So let's go, main bench is number 2, and secret was 4, so we put that in secret as 4. And if I'm doing this completely wrong and you think I'm a complete fuckwit, then please do scream at me and find me. And if I use that one, I do that as what start stream again? We use 1 for start stream. So if I put on that as 1 as well, then it's when I start stream, it'll come up with that. The bench cam is 2. No, because that's bench cam, but they're the bits that I'm using, isn't it? So secret, start stream. So they're all the sources. So I should, if I apply that, and I use, got 0 and 1 for that. So if I go there, you should. Yeah, there you go, main bench, desktop, secret soup. Oh, yay! If I push that, it starts that, so I can click that. And one of the, oh, that's not good. Obviously, see, I've got, let's go to desktop again. I've got this working here. If I click into another application, you can see all the icons change. That's just not great, which means I've got to have it in there. But if I then go across to like OBS because I want to chat, well, it does keep it. So why does it, if I go out of the application somewhere else, oh, it's only if you're in another application. So if I'm in that, or I'm in OBS, I'm fine. But if I go to another application, okay. So what if I, let's stick over on the main bench for a minute. You can see we've been busy doing things. So I'm going to see if what I want to do is add a in the navigation here. No, I'm going to open Windows Explorer, but I want to open it at a certain place. Ah, right, okay, not that one. I want to open a folder, and I'm going to call this Sling Manuals, and I'm going to put you across to secret stuff because I don't want you looking around in my hard drive, which is there. Aircraft build, Sling TSI, manuals, construction manuals, and we'll select that folder. I'm going to leave it as that. There we go. So I've now got, if you come back to the desktop, I've now created this extra button here. If I push that, it should open up, yes. And then I can go in and open the manuals. Well, I don't know why. Oh, that's because I re-imaged this computer a while back, which is why I'm setting all this back up again. So there we go. So we should have the sling manuals, yay! And this is where we're at with building stuff. So you should now be able to see what we've got. So we've built this section, the frame. It's hanging up on the wall behind me here. If I use this camera, you can see it's hanging on the wall up there. And you can also see in the bottom corner there that we've got the rudder part built as well. So which is the bit we was working on, or I was working on, should I say, which is further down here, which is this vertical stabilizer, not the rudder, the vertical stab, which I've pinned together, but it still needs lots and lots of work, but I was just pulling it together. So that's all there, which is good. So but again, I've noticed that while I'm in here, this has switched back to kind of other icons. If I go back to OBS, so I have to kind of click back to OBS to get it to work again. Not keen on that, if I'm honest. It is a bit like a Stream Deck, but the fact that it changes based on the content, I think is a little bit offish. I don't like it at all. Let's you can't remove the default profile. Settings. Yeah, let's check for an update, see if it's got any updates. No, I have the latest version. Brightness, keys, customize the keys, adapt to app. Oh, automatically adapt device settings based on active application. Let's turn that off. There we go. All right, now let's try that now. Right, so now that I'm in here, that's what it was, because I've got it now. So I take it back, Logitech. It is good, and actually think about it, the adapt app probably would work if you're like a creative person, you're switching between like Photoshop and like some other app. Actually that could work quite well. So yeah, you know. And oh, I've just noticed, look, if I scroll up and down on here, how cool is that? Yay! Yeah, and that does the volume. And what's these buttons do then? Nothing at the moment. Oh, so that does that. So what we want to do then is, let's do this. Let's do, so that being undo, we want that to, I don't want it to be undo, I want it to be, I want it to go to the next. I maybe you can set it up to go to the next. You know what? I'm going to set this up to be. What was the main bench? The main bench was. What was the main bench? Hotkeys. Main bench was number 2, so we want to do this to numpad 2, and instead of undo, we want to make that to we used the camera, didn't we? Not that it really matters, but it'd be nice if I can match them. That one there, there you go. Instead of undo, we'll make that main bench. We'll do that, and then we'll make this one to the desktop, which was numpad 3, and we'll make that desktop, and we'll change that to desktop. It wasn't that one, was it? It was how about that little search one? Let's save that. Save that. And so now I should be able to change your, okay, so I should be able to now change you to yes, and then so if I go into the drawings, if I have the drawings open, I can scroll it. Oh cool, look at that, look, we can do this. And now what I want to do is change this bottom left button, no, this button, the scroller, to be the zoom wheel, because that's vertical scroll. So if we can set this up, oh, this is going to be cool. I'm loving this already. Woo! We want to change this to, let's change this to, dial settings. No, I don't want that. I want to change it to no. Oh no, don't do that. No. Oh, there you go. Right, what I'm going to do is I want it to zoom. How can I get it to zoom? Because what I'd like it to do is when I'm here is rather than just going up and down, I'd like it to zoom in and out like that, which is control and scroll wheel. So I wonder if I can do that. If I can do directly press and adjustable action again and the texture feature, because at the moment it's just doing volume, which I don't want. If I do mouse scroll, add modify, control, if I save that and I'm in here, oh yes, look at that, oh this is so cool, oh look at this. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. Look at this. So I can adjust all these drawings. So what I actually want to do is, so that we can have the build manuals in front of us when we're doing this, what I want to do is, I've got like a little monitor stuck down here. Actually, I might even use this monitor that's down here. It's got OBS running on. I want to stick it up on the wall. You see that gap just up there? If I stick it up on there, and then when I'm standing at the bench, and I can do it now, when I'm standing there, I'll be able to see that monitor. You won't be able to, obviously, but I can then put replicate this main desktop screen up there on the wall, which means we can both see the drawings, and I can put the bench cam down in the corner here, so we can both see the drawings and we can both look at them. And because this is completely mobile, I can zoom in and out, and what's happened here, hold on, it stopped doing what it should be doing. Yeah, and it'd be in the application, so we can zoom in and look at like the bits that we need to look at up on the screen just by zooming around, which is kind of cool really when you think about it, because that way I can have the drawings right in front of me. I've got this which I can just like, well, let's go and do it. Let's go to the bench, and hello. So I've just got it here. So I'm thinking I can look up on the wall up there. We even just had the monitor just stuck down there below for the minute, and I can zoom in and out, which I can't see at the moment because it's over there. I can zoom in and out and move around by using this little doodah here, which I think is freaking awesome. God, I'm loving this already. I'm not sure what I'll switch you to now though. Yeah, so I can switch it to, that one's going to go so you can see the drawings. That one's going to go so you can see me. Yeah, that's going to work really well. I quite like that. So that's our setup. And then yeah, I quite like that. Not sure if anyone's been watching this, but if you have, it's quite exciting. We've got this Logi creative dial board and Logi, I forgot what the other one's called now. Creative keypads, and which is really good, and I'm really excited to be using it. I've had it for quite a while, from the Logi Luminaires, which is like an MVP, Microsoft MVP kind of style thing for Logitech, where they kind of send some stuff to play with and trial. But there's a lot been going on in the last kind of 6 to 9 months, year even. So I've not actually got round to playing with it, but now I've got it out of the box. I kind of wish I'd got it out earlier because it is very cool. Like I say, it's a bit like a Stream Deck, you know, or at least the keypad is. This bit is a bit like a Stream Deck, and it sits on a little cradle, which is here. So it angles. I'm not sure my cable's long enough. It angles like that. So it sits up like that. Oh, can't quite see it. I need to get a longer cable, I think. So but I've got that in front of me down here on my bench, and then this doesn't have any wires, and it just allows me to roam around with it. And now we've got it set up, and we can do the contextual stuff. I quite like it actually. Yeah, and it's the show rings bit is kind of interesting, but it'd be nice if like you could get it to kind of, when you open it, if you can scroll around with the wheel, or with the other wheel, if that kind of did stuff. But I suppose it is just saying show the action ring rather than kind of do something with the action ring. I suppose you could set the context that when the action ring's open, maybe. I don't know. Need to look into that. But yeah, thank you, Logitech. That's kind of cool. Setting that up. We're going to do some building, and yeah. Right, so we've got the stream going, and yeah, I'm not sure how this is coming out, so I'm going to run off and see what's going on and with the stream. But as you can see, we've got some skins out on the bench here, and we're going to have a play and see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to stop the stream here. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye now.